I'm here for a good time, not a long time route.
I have a new idea. Do you remember the Xbox Kinect?
Yeah.
Kinect will transform the way we interact with games and entertainment. Have you seen the controller for it?
I haven't yet.
It's you.
With each leap forward for civilization, more people were left behind.
What's your name?
History is about to be rewritten.
So imprecise that it barely feels like you're controlling it.
Kinect cannot handle leaning.
We're bringing a new Kinect sensor paired with every Xbox One.
Fucking voice remote control.
The new Xbox One can see your penis.
I love you.
There was mentions of the new Xbox. We got the new Xbox name.
Whites are not allowed to speak up against their demographic.
I've watched these clips countless times. The Kinect was right about every single wave of technology that's hit in the last 10 years. Full body gaming, voice control, 3D scanning. It thought the future was going to be awesome, but then it was killed. Now, the future kind of sucks, and Microsoft is pushing an air pinching simulator, but it's all going to be okay. Today, I'm not just making a project, I'm avenging a murder, because I am going to bring the Kinect back.
Like the whole Kinect. What does that mean?
I'm still figuring that part out. There's two colossal problems with this plan. One, the Xbox platform is a console, so we can't just put our own games on it. And two, even if we could, it doesn't support the Kinect anymore. You can't even plug it in. But I gotta start somewhere. So I'll begin by experimenting on my laptop. And instead of having like a crazy studio office, I'm gonna have, my apartment. Time to begin. First, I unearthed the documentation. Within these ancient pages are inscribed the secrets of how the Kinect works. Following the book's wisdom, I plugged the Kinect into my laptop and began opening up channels to the many sensors inside it. With this data, I gave myself body tracking. I slid my image around in 3D space, which was really hard, and I gave myself guns for hand. Cool. I do not remember doing this, but apparently I hooked it up to a Wii. I did experiment after experiment after experiment until I decided to start throwing them all up on my Twitter. And the reaction shocked me. Like, it slapped. People saw what I saw in the Kinect. I had to tell the others.
You draw like a little nothing man.
I already did.
Something's
Look
happened.
at my stream. I drew a little guy.
What's his deal?
God, I'm doing like actual shit here. I'm not doing enough. Like, do I think making PC games or fucking Wii Sports Kinect, while objectively funny, is gonna bring back that era? No! I have to think bigger. With all this new and highly specific knowledge under my belt, I need to return to the impossible problem, bringing the Kinect back to the Xbox on which it was killed. And for a chance in hell of making that happen, like, I need to meet these corporations on their level. So, Xbox had an office, so I'm gonna move into an office. Like, living there.
I mean...
And with my friends behind me 100%, I moved in.
Good camera angle, I think this is...
Wait, are you being for real?
It's perfect. It has everything I need and a metro that goes right where the E3s used to be held. And as for my sleeping situation, I guess I'm going to ground town. I feel closer already, but these impossible problems aren't going away. So I began my research. I learned a lot of boring garbage, but then I stumbled upon something called UWP. Starting after the 360, every operating system Microsoft built was just a branch off of Windows. So if I can release my game on the Microsoft Store, it'll appear on the Xbox because the Xbox is basically running Windows. But there's a catch. If you want to get your game on the Xbox, you have to use the Xbox Creators Program code somewhere in your project. The Xbox Creators Program was also really optimistic. It imagined a future where anyone could put up Xbox games. The problem is, it doesn't work anymore. So here's what we do. Just categorize it as not a game and pretend that it's normal software. The plan is lying. Now we just gotta fill out some forms validating some stuff like that I'm not a terrorist. And the first impossible problem is solved. But just getting a game on the new Xbox won't bring Kinect support back. That's still pretty hopeless. And I responded to this setback in a really healthy way. I started doom scrolling. And I was confronted again with what became of the Kinect. Voice recognition and friendly home technology turned into the Bezos surveillance hellscape. Full-body gaming became VR, which was crushed under Facebook's boot. The promise of just making weird stuff is gone, and the real muscles behind the boring and the morally broken. I don't think that I'm crazy for wanting to return to this. The point is, I was wandering around the office at 3 a.m. looking for a sign when I saw a fuck ton of phones just out. The office was redoing the internet and phone lines, getting rid of tons of cables, and... oh. I figured it out! Okay, here's how we're gonna do it. Microsoft can stop us from plugging in the Kinect and getting that body scanning data over a wire, but they can't stop us from writing our own protocol and getting that data to the Xbox in any other way. So we're gonna use the internet as the world's longest USB cable. We can still have something pure and good, and I know you're thinking, Sam, how are you gonna communicate this information in a concise yet thematically relevant way? First, I'm gonna plug the Kinect into the computer and invent a new file format to describe my body. We'll use our patented protobuffer lossless zipper to compress it into a network packet and ship it to our server in Germany. At this juncture, the Kinect started seeing people who weren't there.
They couldn't be trying to track my...
I still don't know what that was. The server pairs with the Xbox running our game, where it begins relaying the packets and I am turned into balls. This took a lot more work than I'm making it seem like it did. But it did work. We've infiltrated the Xbox and brought Kinect support back. Both impossible problems are solved. Okay, stop. This is serious now. I just need to tie everything we've done together in a brand new Kinect game to unveil back on Twitter, and we'll have the end of our story. Okay. Let's make the game. I know sports work from doing the Wii Sports Kinect project, and as a football fan of Dome, I knew exactly what sport we needed to bring to life. And then I changed my mind to snowboarding. And I was gonna make it look AAA. First, I implemented leaning to move you back and forth.
There's a little guy down there. Can you see him on my butt?
I added floating circles to jump through. Then a score system, custom sound effects. The ghosts came back. I crafted professional marketing materials for the store page, and it all came together so quickly, just way too fast.
I need to cause some vehicular...
Do you guys have a minute to talk about something?
Yeah, what's up?
While I was working, I was watching YouTube videos in the background, and I watched back all the old E3s. I really don't think I'm doing enough. This is gonna reach nobody. I can't just put this on Twitter again. The Kinect was right about everything. And then a bunch of vultures came in and said, you can have this, but only under our conditions. And the vultures won. And I don't have a way to combat that. Like it's galling, man. Like I looked at the HoloLens again, and the sensors They're literally just Kinect sensors. It's a fucking Kinect strapped to your face, which is insane to me. I don't know how anyone let anyone get away with doing this. And it's not, you know, I'm coming to this.
This is a lot right now.
People have to die. You're right.
The people don't need to die yet, but I do need to escalate my approach.
I think you're insane.
This isn't gonna fix anything on its own. I'm not at the end of this. I can't just put this on Twitter. I need to hold my own E3 press conference. And I can't just do that from this office. I need to be prepared to go back to where this all started. I have to get into the Los Angeles Convention Center.
Gearing up for the big game. Super Bowl 56 is just around the corner.
Give up on the Kinect. It was a failed experiment. They have moved on, and so should you.
Xbox Series X will lead us into the future.
It's broken! Broken!
What will the future hold?
This meme, you know, like the guy from that
Hey,
hey.
So I got in. I'm in the LA Convention Center on stage, but I don't have a place to set up my projector, and people are looking at me.
Broke into the convention center?
Wait. No, never mind. You know what? I can just use the parking garage. That is still here. That's like in the middle of the building. Okay, thank you guys.
Sam, are you?
Yeah, you'll see the giant set of stairs go down.
Hey! Okay, so I'm here. I got everything set up, but like, I hate to say this again, but it does not feel like I'm doing enough again. Like this is not gonna fix everything the way I need it to.
Sorry,
you know?
Can we do like a recap real quick? Like you started this Kinect thing, and then you spent an entire month living in an office, and now you're breaking into a convention center, and what about this is not big enough? Like, what is this not enough for?
I've just been playing Roblox this whole time, so maybe I'm missing something, but I want you to be okay, and it doesn't really sound like you're okay. Sam? Sam?
We cut the legs off of our pants, threw our shoes into the ocean, sit back and wave through the daylight, sit back and wave